Kazuha, Verena, and Charlotte. It's been my team that I built for Risley since day one. I've never run him with another team. So, yeah. And honestly, I don't use Verena much. I use her in the Risley team. I use her sometimes depending who or like what I'm fighting. Sometimes I will use her instead of Yaimiko in my Navia team. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know. Do I use her in my Nilu team? I don't think so. No, I don't. It's Xingqiu, Nilu, Naida, and Baizhu. Baizhu, who I never like finished building. I feel like I should maybe, because you know, like sometimes I'm just like racking my brain around what kind of content I can create when it comes to Genshin Impact, because I know I said this a lot in a lot of my previous videos, or like my most recent Genshin Impact videos, but I have not been playing the game a lot, like at all, basically. And sometimes I do miss it, and I'm just like, what can I do in game, or like what can I do to like make a video, you know? And I think like farming for Baizhu and like building him could be a good idea. So maybe I will work on that from now on. So yeah, but I don't know if I've said this, like I made an entire intro about it, grinding about primos and not doing this, only doing this when I need to grind for primos and stuff. But today we're gonna do the Abyss, you guys. We're gonna complete the Abyss. Or no, actually that is a lie. We are not going to complete the Abyss. We are going to try to complete the Abyss, but we're not going to complete it, definitely not. However, I called this one the Healer's Spiral Abyss because, what's it called? The moon something blessing, whatever. It had to do with healing, so if I remember correctly, I think every time a character got healed, or like the first time a character got healed or something, there's a shockwave that descends on the enemy, dealing I don't know how much damage. So yeah, so I just like called it the Healer's Spiral Abyss. It seemed like what it was to me at least. Anyways, so yeah, and talking about Genshin Impact, actually, you guys, last Friday, or like this Friday, the one that just passed, I watched the live stream, the 5.5 live stream. I actually streamed it for a couple of you guys on the Discord server. It was like crazy because it was 8 in the morning. I was half asleep. I couldn't talk, like my voice was still like loading, but we watched with a couple of you guys, and it's like, how can I say this? Like a 5.5 made me, well, it actually didn't make me anything. Like I didn't feel anything. I was completely indifferent, which is really sad. And that's what I told the people on the Discord. I said it's either we're gonna be so excited she definitely is 4-star material. Like, her design is cute, but she's 4-star material. If you want my opinion, which I know you're not asking for, but you know, I gotta talk about something in these videos. So, anyways, so there's that, and there's also the fact, like, I did not really, I wasn't focused when they were talking about Varesa, to be honest, just because I was like, you know, whatever. I'm not excited about that character. I think she's cute, but that's pretty much it. However, I was a little bit disappointed because you know how Mawika has the bike, Walani has that like surfboard slash shark, Kanich has that like flying slash climbing mechanic, Kachina has her little like I don't know, bungee thing, I don't know what you call that, but she has that. And then you have Chaska with the like flying gun. You have Shlonen with the like the rollerblades. And who else is there in that land? Oh, you have Zitlali with the pillow. You have Ororon who can like kind of like fly-ish. And then you just have Varesa who can run. Yay. You know, like what the fuck? Like give her something, like she can run and she can jump on things and deal damage, but like pair anyone up with Cloud Retainer and they can do the same thing, you know, like what the hell? Anyways, I know that it is way more complicated than that, or like complex, let's say it's way more complex than that, and like they thought about it and they know what they're doing and she has specific powers and stuff, but it's just like very disappointing. Like they could have given her something cooler than just running and jumping on things. Anyways, so there's that. Okay, and then there was the only thing that made me gasp in the entire live stream. They showed us Eva. So it's like when I saw him, I recognized him and I was like, oh my god. Cause like I was like, oh my god, they're revealing like who Eva is. We're seeing him now, you know. It was like, oh my god, he's amazing and I wanna pull for him, okay? No, it was more like, oh my god, they're finally revealing who Eva is. Because if you want my opinion, again, as I said, I know you're not asking for it, but like I liked the fact that finally we have a tall animo character. That's amazing. But also, he's dark skinned. His skin is darker than anyone else, I think, in Natlan. So that's really cool. I don't have an issue with his hair. His eyes look nice. I don't like, this is fine. However, the freaking outfit, like his freaking outfit, all in white and like some of blue in it. I feel like it could have been a lot more original. Just cause it gave me, you know, that guy in Pokemon, the doctor guy, I don't remember his name, but anyways, the doctor guy, it gave me the same vibe, like that outfit, and I know that Eva is like a vet, I'm just gonna say a vet because I don't know, veterinary, is that how you say that in English? I know it's really similar to the word in French, but anyways, so he's a vet, so I know that he's kind of like a doctor. He treats like saurians and stuff, but I feel like his outfit could have been like a lot more original than just like him being, oh yeah, a vet, you know, like a modern day vet, if you know what I mean. So anyways, but you know what? I feel like Natlan just isn't my cup of tea because so far I haven't liked anyone's design in Natlan, and like Varesa, Eva, Jansander, they are no exceptions. Apparently, like I just like, yeah, Natlan is not my cup of tea. Like, just nope, that's not. That's not. I feel like I got used to much better in Genshin Impact. some of you would. I know a lot of people focus on meta. I know a lot of people build teams and do stuff, and that's how they have fun in game. That is not how I have fun. I do random stuff. I use the characters in the most ridiculous way. Sometimes you'll see me use a character, and you're just gonna go like, what the fuck is she doing? This is not how you use a character. I know you guys believe me, I know. But I think if you've been watching me for a while, you're not watching me because you think I'm gonna give you tricks and advice on how to use characters. You're just here for ASMR basically. I'm not a channel who's gonna create guides or give you, I don't know, like ways of optimizing or whatever. So I only ask that you be respectful when you watch my videos. You can be you can not understand why I play the way I play. It's totally okay, and if you want to voice it, it is totally okay. I just ask that you do it in a respectful way. If you want to give me tips and advice, you can do that. I don't mind, but keep in mind that it doesn't mean that I will apply it. I will always be thankful for it, but it doesn't mean that I will think of applying it. And also, it doesn't give you the right to be rude in your comment by saying something like, you're shit at playing this character, so I'm gonna tell you how to do it. No, we don't do that here. Odds are, if you do that and you're not respectful, your comment is gonna be deleted. So, yeah. I only say that because I got a couple of comments that I deleted on the Imaginarium Theaters videos, or the previous Genshin Impact videos that I posted. I just got a couple of rude comments that I thought were unjustified, really. If you want to tell me that I don't play well, go for it, but do it respectfully or in a funny way. I really don't mind. I'm the first one to laugh about it. If you want to, like, try and teach me how to use a character, go for it, but do it in a respectful way. And that's just the thing about me. If I see a rude comment, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, they're rude, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna be like, okay, delete. I'm not even gonna reply or anything because I think it doesn't, like, why would I put energy into that? You know what I mean? I'd rather put energy into making videos and stuff. So I only ask that you guys are respectful in your comments. It is very important to me, and it's not only respectful to me that it's not only important to me that you are respectful to me, but also to each other in the comments, because I also saw some comments in a couple of videos where people were being mean to each other, and I do not condone that, and odds are if you do that, your comment is also going to get deleted and not replied to, and so on. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, or like quote unquote address. Anyways, but yeah, as I was saying, I really was not taking this one seriously. I was just like trying out a bunch of teams, and actually I really liked the Kazuha, Yamiko, Kokumi, and Naida team. I think I lost Kazuha at some point, but I really, for some reason, I really liked it. So yeah. Anyways, you know what I've been thinking more and more about is that F2P account that I've been talking about. I need to stop like talking about it and actually do it. So the Genshin F2P account that I wanted to start and like kind of like record my journey through it. However, I don't know when I want to start that. I've been playing a lot of other games other than Genshin Impact these days, and I feel like I don't know where I would fit Genshin Impact in all of that, like a second account in all of that. And there's also the fact, you guys, that I have come back to Honkai Star Rail once again. However, I am still not done So I can't wait to complete that quest because I wanna be able to like try out the events and stuff, but I feel like I can't or I don't want to do it until I am done with the quest. But I also want to record some Honkai Star Rail videos, and it would be so boring to record like the Panaconi quest, like, you know. So yeah, but currently I think there's Trippy and who's the second character who's running with her? I don't remember. There's Trippy and I tried them out 2 days ago. I don't remember who the second character is, but anyways. So there's that, and I wanted I was playing then when she was released, but I wanted that character, the blonde one, Cassiope, I think her name is, or something like that. I wanted her, but now I also want to try out Castorise. I think that's what her name is. So yeah, there just are a lot of new characters that I want to try out. However, I haven't gotten to the new region, and I'm really excited about like the new quest and everything, so I can't wait to start with that. But then again, you guys, there's also Wuthering Waves that I want to go back to, but it's like too many games. So yeah, anyways, I think this afternoon, after like editing this video and everything, I might play some Hogwarts Legacy because I haven't gotten very far, but I've also like been enjoying myself a lot in Marvel Rivals, you guys. I have been playing a lot of ranked games, and do you know what, actually in that game, a lot of people, or no, let me correct myself, a lot of male players are really, 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 really rude, especially when they know you're a female player. And in the beginning, when I started playing, I was like, how do they know that I'm a woman, you know? And I've been told multiple times that just my username gives that away, because my username is just Ilivy in the game. So apparently when they see Ilivy, they can't just be like, oh, it's another bro, or who cares? Who cares who's behind the screen? They're just like, oh, it's a woman, you know? So sometimes they're really rude, and sometimes I think they're just rude no matter who you are, and it is terrible. So I recently joined an all-girls server, where like it's mostly yeah, basically women. And at first I thought we were going to be like a couple of hundreds, but turns out there's 1,000 of us actually on that server. And to me that's crazy, because I feel like a lot of us joined for the same reason. Because when you're playing with another like girly on Marvel Rivals, you know it, we recognize each other and we're always so nice to each other. So I feel like we to get. I'm quiet, I'm shy, I don't like to talk much. I like to listen. So that's what you're going to get when you're friends with me. So either you take it or you leave it. However, when I get told that at work, it really shook me because I was like, is it wrong that I'm quiet and that I don't take a lot of space? It's not that I can't do it. I just don't want to do it. Why would I take space? Like, for them, what they meant by taking space was, I'm not loud. In a conversation, I mostly listen. And I was like, well, if I don't have anything to say, I'm not just gonna talk to talk, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like those people who just raise their voice. And I'm not saying like they're loud, I'm saying raise a voice as in who like raise their opinion just to raise it. Like, if you don't have anything clever to say, just shut up, you know? There's a saying in French that goes like, le silence est d'or, la parole est d'argent. And that means silence is gold, words are silver. And it means that listening is much more important than just like randomly talking. And I like to live by that. I really like to live by that. I've been told many, many times in my life that I'm too quiet. But as I said, when it's in my personal life, I don't give a fuck. You take it or you leave it. But when it's at work, I started wondering whether I was too sorry for the helicopter, you guys. Ew. Why does it have to, like, make noise now? Anyways, so yeah, when it's at work, when I got told that at work, I started wondering whether I was doing something bad, or whether the fact that I was too quiet, or that I didn't take much space, meant I wasn't doing my job correctly. So I had an entire 2 weeks of questioning myself, whether I was doing something wrong, whether that had an impact on the quality of my work. And I came to the conclusion that no, it doesn't. So at work as well, they're gonna take it or leave it. I don't give a fuck. Because if it has an impact on my job, they will tell me and I'll do something to correct it. But if it doesn't, they cannot tell me to change my personality. To be honest, that's really just how I am. I think you could ask anybody who knows me, or other people who are close to me in general. They will tell you that yes, I am a quiet person. I'm more on the quiet side. And the reason I say that is because if you ask someone who just like knows me, or just met me, maybe they'll tell you, oh yeah, Ilivy is quiet, but it's just really because she's shy. And yes, there's truth to it, but even when I get to know you better, when we become friends and when we're close, I'm just like more on the quiet side. I prefer to listen. I really prefer to listen to people talking, and I will respond. starting to calm down a little bit, and it feels a little better just because I took a decision. I decided not to care anymore what colleagues or coworkers think. I say colleagues and coworkers because I make a difference. For me, colleagues are the people who are like working close to you, as in like people in your team and everything. Coworkers are people from other teams who work with you. That was just my definition of it. But yeah, so usually I try and think of how to deliver news and stuff, or how to tell something to someone, like if they messed up or did something that wasn't right, how to tell them that without hurting their feelings and everything. But I feel like the other people don't do that, so why would I do it, you know? So I started caring less and less, and it's been helping so far. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's really just a job. It's not, and I kind of like this about my boss, because, like, specifically this about my boss, because she usually tells us, you know, when one of us is stressed or something, she's just like, you guys, we're not saving lives, we're not doctors, we're not surgeons, we're not, like, we're not saving lives, like, literally, we're not firefighters, we're not policemen, or like, we're not saving lives, there is nothing to stress about. And like, I put myself in that mindset, and I'm just like, yeah, she's right, we're not saving lives. And I think there's also the fact that it's just a job. I try to tell myself always, but I'm not someone who does a bad job. I put all my effort in it, all my energy to make a good job, to do a good job. So at the end of the day, if I do something bad or something wrong, they're gonna tell me so I can correct it. If they don't tell me, it's their fault, not mine. And again, at the end of it all, if they fire me, so what? There are a lot of other jobs out there. I think that's the mindset that I need to be on. But even at that, that is the worst case scenario, because as I said, I don't do a bad job, I think, so they don't have reasons to fire me or anything. That's just like the worst case scenario that I like to comfort myself with. Anyways, that's a lot of adulting talk, I think. But I feel like that's just the usual normal stuff that a soon to be 30 years old think of. I think. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, we're very close to the end of our video, and I think it's about time. Not because I don't want to record or I don't want to talk to you guys. No, not at all. It's more like my allergies are hitting so hard right now. I think you can hear it through my voice. And I'm having trouble like keeping my eyes open, because usually when my allergies hit, my eyes go puffy and it's really uncomfortable. So yeah, anyways. But I think, as you'll see here, I don't think I completed the first chamber of the 12th floor. I don't think, maybe I got to the second half of it. But I don't think I completed it, to be honest. Also, you guys, that 129k damage, I don't know who that was from. Was that from Kazuha? I don't know, I just saw that on the screen. Like, I don't pay attention, to be honest, to the just because it felt really hard. Yeah, it felt difficult. And there is something that I find stupid, but maybe I find it stupid just because I don't know why it is the way it is, but you know how the max level that you can bring a character to is level 90. So I don't understand why in the Abyss there are enemies that are level 95, 97, and I think when you get to the last chamber, floor 12, there's even like level 100 enemies, and like why? Like my character is always going to be of a lesser level than that, so like why do they do that? I don't get it. But anyways, like even my Navia has a hard time dealing with those characters, so with those enemies. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know if Thursday's video is also going to be about Genshin Impact, to be honest. I know that for this video here, and I want to thank you guys for your responsiveness, because I just asked and you had a lot of answers. That was really nice. I just asked what you guys wanted to see this Monday on the channel, and most of the votes were Genshin Impact. But I don't know if I'll have anything Genshin Impact related ready for Thursday. So Thursday's video possibly will be another Marvel Rivals video. I'm thinking of a Psylocke gameplay video. It's a new character that I've been trying to learn how to use. So yeah. Anyway, that's totally unrelated to Genshin Impact, and odds are if you're here watching my Genshin Impact video, you just don't watch my Marvel Rivals video, so just like talking your ear off with something that you don't care about. Anyways, yeah, I think here I was just like close to giving up, because the enemies, it's not the